I hope this finds you safe and well, because that is the most important thing. It's turned a bit cold again, so still wearing our thick jumpers here at 1100 feet above sea level. I'm waiting to see if we get any more snow for this winter, because I haven't really had any since before Christmas. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this, and hello if you're watching live or indeed on catch up. I usually forget to say that bit, so I'm on top of things today. Anyway, I've got some interesting things for you today. The first thing is about the GB BPR, or GB's version of BPR. Couple of things that are really important in amongst we're keeping certain amounts of biocidal actives that have been, they've had an extension on their deadline, and then others which are coming up to the deadline. And there's a list of both of those in today's newsletter. I will put the link to that later on in this video. But the two things I want to really highlight is, first of all, there's a sort of under the radar consultation on BPR in the UK. And it's super important because they're looking at changes. Now then, I think it's Annex 4 and 5. I'm not a biocide special. Ali has found this. Sorry, it's Annexes 2 and 3 of BPR. And this is really important, because if these changes go ahead, it will mean that UK BPR dossiers won't be accepted because they'll be out of alignment with the EU. So I am just going to put a link to the consultation here. And please do like and comment on it if you are involved in this. And it's only got a few weeks to run, so you do need to get your skates on about that. So that's gone below this video. Now, the second thing is that there has been a change in the EU for silver nitrate. Can't remember which PT version it is, but it's now no longer in use for a particular biocidal combination, as it were. And so that means that if you're in Northern Ireland, you can't use it for that use anymore, but it's still usable within the GB. So you do need to be really careful about divergence between EU and UK BPR going forwards, and I suspect it's only going to get worse. So the next thing that I want to mention, because it just came up this week, is, have you seen a warning sign with an exclamation mark sitting in a triangle like that, a yellow triangle? And if you're a consumer, you may have seen it on things like candles, because it's required under the candle safety regs in the UK. But it looks like it may be required for button batteries as well. Now, I am totally not an expert in this area. If you know better than I do, please comment in the posts below. You know, I always want to learn about these things, and then it can go into the newsletter, it can go into these videos, and we can all learn. But it looks like there's going to be at least two uses for the yellow exclamation mark within the yellow triangle with the black exclamation mark. And that has actually confused a company in China recently, because my clients came to me and were like, oh, they're asking, do we need this yellow thing? And I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute, you know, it's CRP, it's a diamond. So it took a bit of digging to clear that out. And again, there are more details about that in the newsletter with some examples. The button battery symbol tends to be that warning sign, the triangle, the pyramid, you might say even. And below that, there's another little sign. But then there's a different battery symbol that you might have seen. I've seen it on 2032 lithium batteries, which has got a child in a nappy and a round red a border, but then a line through it. It's obviously not for children, and you've got to physically peel that off with your longest nail before you can even use the battery. So like I say, there's some examples of all that in today's newsletter, and I will put the link in just now. If you're not already a subscriber, then if you wait to sign up until after 9:30 UK time, you'll be able to see today's newsletter in the archive that we have. But if you try and sign up just now, you won't get today's newsletter, but it'll start coming out next week, every Friday, 9:30. Shameless plug. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on in today's newsletter, which kind of brings us nicely to the last of our Young Sheldon reasons to be cheerful, which is Young Sheldon wants more science. Oh, can't even spell science, you know I can't. at the same time, which is ridiculous because I have worked in the past as an audio typist and general doing touch typing as well, way back in my young days. That's the other thing. I know quite a few people are looking for work just now, but if you are in that situation, do please look at the temp agencies. They're not just for secretarial work, although secretaries seem to be dying out like the dodo almost. Just putting that Young Sheldon link below the video now. But yeah, if you are looking for work for whatever reason, temp agencies are great, and they exist for science jobs and for regulatory affairs jobs and for management jobs. It's not just for, like low level, entry level manual handling jobs or secretarial jobs or that kind of thing these days. And getting back on that horse, getting out there again is really important in my experience. And I got laid off from Ron Polanyi in 1997, which was a life-changing event of itself. And if I hadn't been laid off, I wouldn't have my own business that I have now. So by the way, don't set a business up if you're laid off. It can be a really bad idea. I didn't do it till 4 years after I was made redundant, and that was for different reasons. It wasn't the redundancy per se that triggered it. But yeah, do consider some temp work, because it's a good way to get back into work and to keep you going. And it just shows that even if one employer doesn't want you, there are loads out there who do. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a good weekend, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week. I was going to say Monday, but hopefully Friday next week, maybe sooner. Who knows? Take care of yourselves. Bye.